Why? You trying what? You trying? I got the cupcake.
Yeah. Well, sit really? Over here. Why you sitting over there? Cause she gonna want some. Sit over here. Get you out there. Sit over here.
Peace. 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 Hey. I gotta find something.
No.
She's still eating. Peace. I can't see anything.
Two more. Two. Then you can have some cupcakes. You can sit with me, and then you can. Okay, you got two ways. So I gotta take my outfit. Okay, not ready.
Peace, peace, everybody. Peace, peace. Peace, sis. Ooh. Y'all ready to get in this dialogue? Sound like it's about to rain on my end. Per usual. I'm tired of the rain. I'm about tired of it now. But yeah, we're going to dive deep into this AI. And what's going on with it. The perks, the downfalls. And what the AI is really going on. I am still waiting on a few people. I guess whoever wants to join before I really just start. You know, it can be really just one in the room. But I just want to make sure that nobody else join before I get started. Has anybody allergies been flaring up lately? You know, because mine have. And I haven't even been in any environment, I feel like, or space that would make it flare up. So, you know, I got some information on that as well. What really allergies is all about and the significance of it. I don't be on here as much as I used to, sis. I try to be on here as much as I can, though. You know, with work and the kids going back to school, practicing and all of this. So, you know, little trips. You know, I had a blast for the summer. You know, so I kind of was doing me. Doing a lot more me this summer. And now I'm trying to get, you know, this schedule. Get into this new schedule. But I ain't been on here as much as I try to be. So you really ain't, you know, really miss nothing too much. But I definitely miss y'all. Y'all know if I wasn't doing as much as I used to do, I'd definitely be on this live every week. You know, other things are in my path today. So I gotta kind of, you know, align with what's going on in my life now. But yeah, artificial intelligence. And if somebody, can you share it to the group, sis, please? I don't even be thinking before I get the pushing to start to share it to the group. If you don't mind. Let me see who else. I did not. You know, sometimes if you don't put people's name in capital letters, they will not pull up. Okay, see, it's not pulling up. So I'm going to try to do it in the comments because a lot of people I can't just pull up that way. But anywho, we're going to talk about this artificial intelligence that's really been somewhat of the main topic lately. And what is the tea behind it? Well, you know, a few years back, I said that, you know, I got to download that AI was, you know, the artificial intelligence of self. And I still am, and I mean, I'm still in alignment with that information that I gained a couple years ago. And it has advanced a lot more over the years. Okay? I said that this was going to happen, even years further back. you know, that the machines and, you know, the how to network and the internet and all of these significance dealing with technology was advancing. And they are pretty much advancing off of our intelligence, our mental, our every move, our everything that we post on this internet. Okay? We are feeding and breeding the artificial intelligence. Thanks, sis. Peace, peace, bro. We are feeding and breeding this artificial intelligence. Okay? With everything that we do on social media. Okay? Because that is a part of the network. So we are grooming artificial intelligence. We're teaching it. Whether it is good behavior, you know, bad habits, a perspective on many levels, dealing with humanity overall. So the artificial intelligence bleed off of our intel, okay? And when I speak of intel, I'm talking about your mental, okay? Your perspective, your objectives on life, okay? Your emotions, even the way you move, okay? It is being operated off of everything, okay, that we put energy into. So we're feeding it, we're breeding it, okay? We are our original prototype for artificial intelligence, okay? As you can see now, there's a lot of AI videos going on today. All right, well, you don't even need a human. They don't even need an actual human to operate these videos, okay? The person can look like me and you, all right? It can look like a human. It can look like anything and sound like a human, okay? They can make videos, people, you know, and people are operating these videos, okay? So that goes to you, that's feeding and breeding it, okay? The intelligence. People can make videos with shocking events, certain, you know, weather stimulations, okay? And so a lot of people will believe it, right? They can be, like I said, a prototype of just a visual of a human. And a lot of people will believe that that is a real person, okay? The more intelligent that the artificial intelligence becomes, a lot of people will not be able to detect it, okay? A lot of people will not know what's real anymore, okay? But there's always a glitch when it comes to artificial, okay? There's always a glitch with it becoming artificial. Right. Leave it alone. Okay, I'll tell Shannon to get you one, okay?
Okay.
Go tell your daddy to come get her a cupcake.
I can get the pink one. I can sit next to me.
Whatever. Yeah, you're supposed to be over there anyway. But, excuse me, y'all, the kid's still up. And I got my niecey poo. So, you know, a lot of people are not going to be able to detect this. They're not going to know what's real, what's fake anymore. They're going to fall for a lot of the systematic illusion of simulations that will be coming out directly from artificial intelligence, okay? It's just a replica of yourself in so many ways, okay? Just like our children, okay? Our relatives, all right? Even down to your friendships, a replica of yourself, okay? Everything in existence is already an artificial intelligence because the reality of it all isn't real, right? Okay? So if we've already created a source of energy, right? That is not even real. But it can operate. It can look like it. Okay? As it is a real thing. Right? A lot of people are going to be caught up in this artificial intelligence. Okay? It's going to get a lot more realer with this. All right? They've already been dealing with this Intel for a long time.
Long time.
All right? Very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, very long time. Okay? We just now starting to get the luxuries of it. Okay? We can use artificial intelligence for clarification of what you've already, perceived or you already are feeling. Okay? Almost like a confirmation. Because all artificial intelligence information comes from us. Okay? So when people using Chat GPT and all of these other things and saying, I asked AI this, even Alexa is a form of artificial intelligence. Okay? Siri, all of these things, even on your Google, right now you have a mic. Okay? That is a form of artificial intelligence. Okay? It moves and operates off of you. Okay? All right? So a lot of these things, that's going on is nothing new. It's really nothing new. It really operates off of you. There are certain ways you can identify you. Okay? Because it's going to always be something that's not authentic or non-authentic. Okay? So you'll be able to detect, but a lot of people won't be able to do that. All right? This artificial intelligence is going to become our new life. Whether you like it or not. It's been slowly being groomed into our existence. Telemarketing, small machinery, the bank, all right? Their little mini drive-thrus, these registers, it's beginning to be everywhere, but we've been groomed, okay, constantly into using artificial intelligence. All right? They're going to take over. All right? This is part of that new world that I've been talking about for a few years. All right? We will see a lot more of them. And it's going to be a lot tricky when it comes to, these, how I want to say this, these plays that the government used, right? Do you know that 9/11 was an artificial intelligence simulation video? So when I mean that they've been already grooming us into certain things, all right? The most important thing out of this as a whole is the harvesting energy, okay? It needs that big bang of energy, okay, from the source. Just like you need that energy to keep moving with the source or within the source, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. What you mean, sis? Wait a minute now. What I need to break down for you? Because it's definitely going to be our existence. And there's nothing we can do about it. Okay? The more aware we become, the more open we become in our mind, we create higher intel, higher learning, higher wisdom comes, higher technology comes, okay? And in the back of it all, in the back, they use it. before it becomes public. Yeah, all of 9/11 was fake. Okay. I remember when I first seen it, I was heartbroken, like in shock. Because it looked so real. And it was a traumatic experience to witness on a live television right at that moment. Like, how did you know that plane was going to be right there at that moment? Right? So when you get to questioning things like that and you get to becoming more logic in your mind, okay? And understanding that shit didn't make sense. How did you know that? How did you know that it was going to happen? How did you know they was going to be there? How did you know that plane was going to end up right at that moment? Okay? Peace, fam. Like, how do you know that? Because it's a play. And they use a lot of these plays to get this energy riled up, which is where it's easier and better to harvest the energy. Okay? At its weakest moments. All right? The weather simulations that they show you is a form of artificial intelligence. Okay? All right? Prediction my ass. It's a form of artificial intelligence, okay? And a lot of times they use it to their to their beneficial abilities. Okay? To run a play. All right? All right? So, the real, the T of it all is you are the source, the ultimate creator of this artificial intelligence. All right? It's your energy that's been harvested to program it, to simulate it, to stimulate it, to groom it, okay, to teach it, to show patterns. That's how the brain operates. Okay? So was all the donations they asked for 9/11 was part of the illusion too? Yeah. All of that. It's a scam and a scam. All right? Because ask any people that really actually were family members. Okay? They're supposed to be family members. Okay? Of that situation. Did they ever get paid? If they got paid, they got paid for actually being what they call them when they're part of the production. Oh God, I can't get the word. But they're a part of the whole play as well. Okay? Yep, the batteries. Absolutely. It's been mimicking us the whole time. Okay? Like, I've been shocked with some of the videos that I see with crisis actors. Thank you, Shay. That's exactly what it is. All right? They got paid for that. All right? Yep, crisis actors. They use them all the time. Okay? There are plays that do exist. But the place they most likely going to use to harvest our energy is going to be something that's going to dramatically change in a union. Okay? They're not just going to harvest your energy from any little small plays. This has to be something major, okay, that will shake the union, which creates a shift. All right? And when creating these shifts, laws stricken. Okay, other things start to be played by, incorporated behind the scenes. Yep, playing on your emotions. Ford, my bad, sis. I figured it out. Peace, sis. Yep, playing on your emotions. And we know emotions is energy motions. They need your energy. They need your motion. Okay? The artificial intelligence wants to be real, as in a sense, it wants to be a human. Okay? And it will get to those times. All right? The only thing that this artificial intelligence can do is act out your emotions, right? Like the physical aspects of sad and happy and stuff. It can't actually feel it. Okay? We actually feel and we respond off of impulse. That's the difference. Yep, like hurricanes. All right, Japan just made a robot that is designed to be a surrogate mother. Yes. Okay? Really? Like, really have. It feeds the baby through a special tube, and it is meant to even birth them. But check this out. The real tea to that, bro. Hey. You two, calm down a little bit, okay? Jaya, you got a whole mustache over there of icing. But okay. Compute and output. Yes. These actors don't have emotions. I can't even feel them. Okay? Right. A lot of the actors do not. All right? But back to like bro was saying with the surrogate mother. Check this. They've already been doing that. Now, it got more advanced. Okay? Where they can actually have the seed. Okay? From, the seed from the mother and the egg from the egg from the mother and the seed from the father, right? And they can actually put it in an incubator and it grows. All right? But we've already had a form of this technology, this artificial intelligence. When a lot of women go through birth and the child might be a premature child, right? They have to be in an incubator. All right? Okay? Till they reach a certain pound. All right? So they've already been advanced with this technology. Now we don't have to have an actual womb. They are removing the womb. Okay? Which makes it where they don't need a human, the human body. Because they still need the eggs. They still need the cells. I mean the seed. Yep, that may be life, but I don't believe it will be the same. It may be it's going to be very dangerous. Okay? And I'm going to touch on that too. How I feel about that? I feel like karma is going to hit it in the wrong way. Okay? Definitely feel like the energy is going to have a downfall to this. Of course. There's always a downfall to something of excellence. All right? It doesn't last that long. All right? Yes, Total Recall. Okay, it's going to be a recall on all of that shit. All right? All right? But they're trying to take away the womb. Okay? Meaning, once again, trying to get rid of the woman. Okay? And not just the woman this time, but the male as well. Okay? Artificial intelligence is supposed to be an extension to our existence. Okay? Yep, it's gonna backfire on their ass. All right? It's definitely going to get to an existence to it's going to become a problem when it becomes, when it comes to our existence, okay? And that's when everything is going to fall. Right? This whole supercomputer shit that they was talking about in 2000. All right? That was a complete reset. We know that. All right? But that was just really the spark to an advancement of artificial intelligence. Okay? Fats, they hate us so much, or life that much. This is sad for that side of humanity. Yes, they hate the fact that you are the true essence of life. Okay? If rich people had their way, artificial would be their prototype, because they want to live what? Forever. Okay? But the suit always transitions. It always transforms. Okay? So the consciousness of their mind, all right? Whatever they have, the membranes in their mind, in their brain, they want to be able to put that in consciously inside of a robot, artificial intelligence, okay? Which makes what? Them live forever, in a sense. I know I'm not the smartest nigga in the room, but how are you actually living forever if it's just the consciousness of your own mind, which is a replica of your memories, your membrane, your memories? Okay? All right? They hate became fear of us. Yes. The hate very much is fear. Okay? Yep, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. But you are the mother and father of artificial intelligence. All right? It is a replica. It is a representation. It is not even existence, but it is a form, okay, of intelligence, of you, of all of us. Okay? And however, the chaos, the disrespect, the crime, they can try to try to control it to a certain degree so it won't react, right? Pick up these habits. But a lot of times they're going to still pick up this information. Just like a child. You want to raise a child. We want to raise our child to be in a sense, right? We want to keep the mind innocent.
No.
But they're still going to pick up a bad behavior from somewhere. Okay? And that's artificial intelligence. It can seem so good at the beginning.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, this is hella fire. All right? Okay? Just like the little artificial intelligence robot that brought out food down at Myrtle Beach. What the fuck?
My dad.
I mean, talk about taking your jobs.
Goodbye.
Okay? Right, they keep thinking we're just a body. Right? But the body can't operate without the brain. So they need your mind. Okay? Just like in Get Out, the movie Get Out, the Gragular. They want your mind. They want your consciousness. They were showing you that they was putting it into another person. But in reality, they're putting it into artificial intelligence. All right? And majority of this artificial intelligence is stemming its information from you. All right? And I ain't just talking about, you know, our lighter skins of people. I'm talking about the dark skins of people. Okay? The color skin of people. We wasn't supposed to work anyway. Well, when it comes to the understanding of work, I don't think you should work where it is like you're selling your soul. Okay? But I think, I've adapted to, there are certain natural laws, okay? All right? And with natural laws, you can't work off of a dream. You can't work off of just a thought. You have to put energy. Energy is work. That's what you put into everything. Okay? So, of course, we wasn't meant to work to be a slave to anything, but you're supposed to work where it benefits you. So if we use artificial intelligence to take all of that away, what are you learning? Okay? It's really just hindering you. All right? It's going to be a lot of lazy people. All right? So you got to work regardless. Whether you growing your own crops, you doing your own laws, you doing your own thing, you still have to put work into everything that you trying to create in your reality. And if you leave that in the hands of artificial intelligence, what are you going to do when you don't have that shit? And they've learned all this knowledge from everybody and everywhere else. And you don't have the same information or knowledge to obtain that same production of, eject that same work ethic. That's just like we're using artificial intelligence to be a slave to us. Make that make sense. They don't see that it's taking over your basic functions of your mind, like decision making decision, guys. Right, it's gonna take over a lot of people's minds. It definitely will. It's gonna make you feel, like we ain't got to do nothing. We can, we ain't got to, it's really gonna take away your natural abilities. Okay. Yep, they have been transferring consciousness for a long time. They have definitely been doing it for a long time. I mean, the computer is the number one example. All right? The cell phones, the telephones. All right? Anything that has been an intelligence that is plugged in the wall, okay, or ran off of battery, okay, has had some form of consciousness transferred, okay, into the chip of that product. Okay? Remember I used to say years ago, what are you going to do when all of this shit goes to dust? What are you going to do when all of this shit falls? Because this is the moment I'm talking about. Okay? All right? What are you going to do when you don't have that easy access to just pick up the phone or just to, navigate how we have been navigating on the network or social media? Yeah, this has been a great experience. I love it, but I don't need it. All right? Okay? Yep, you got to keep doing all you know from scratch. I mean, it would be fun to have an AI, a little something, wash my dishes every now and then, which got a washing machine. I'm a dishwasher for that. Okay? Artificial intelligence. I have a dishwasher. I still don't even use the bitch. All right? I wash my dishes by hand. Okay? Okay? Washing machines. Artificial intelligence. We used to wash our clothes by hand. Okay? And if you don't have the information or knowledge on how to do that, then what are you going to do when your fucking machine goes off? Okay? Or go out? Okay? Somebody give it to me, I'll take it. The dishwasher, you can have it. You can have it. But I've seen people that still wash their dishes and put it in the dishwasher. Like, I mean, I guess it's a double wash. But I'm just saying that's a form of artificial. Like, we've been groomed into artificial intelligence for a minute. Like, it's not going to. So when everything hits the fucking surface and it just comes full circle with all this artificial intelligence, you're not gonna feel any type of way. I remember when washing machines came to town. Okay, I'm telling you, because all we used to have was, and when they came out, you just had a washing machine. You still had to go outside and hang them damn clothes out so they can dry. Okay? And if it's cold in the winter, whatever, you know how to hang them clothes out in the house and let them dry. Okay? It's just some shit that artificial ain't gonna be able to get. Okay? Alright? But artificial intelligence is going to be a demise in our lives. Okay? It's a great ride right now. Okay? Learn all you can from it. Okay? I mean the patterns. Okay? Be able to detect what's artificial. Okay? Because a lot of people will see a news clipping or see something and it's an artificial intelligent person. Okay? And they thinking this shit is real. And it's not. Okay? So you got to learn the patterns. You got to be able to recognize what artificial is going to look like. All right? Just like how you can identify yourself in other people. Okay? Just like how you can identify yourself within your kids. Okay? So you got to be able to identify yourself in artificial intelligence. And know the difference. Okay? This when the truth and the lie is really finna battle. Yes. Yes. Yes, sis. That truth and that lie is gonna be true versus lie. Okay? You too. Jenny Bell. Calm down. So yeah, we have to be able to, understand what artificial intelligence is. It's an extension of your intelligence. Okay? It's an extension of you. Alright? Peace, sis. Now I know what AI looked like in the beginning, to think all those news people was AI all along, guys. Right! Like, right, Mo? Like, all the time, okay? All the time. Okay? They have used artificial intelligence to create pictures of people that's part of the whole play. That's supposed to be a suspect. Okay? Or supposed to be the victim. All right? And I've seen this shit in the last, from 2016, 2015 now. I've seen some shit with artificial. Okay? When it comes to these cases. All right? When it comes to them just creating a narrative. It's all about harvesting your energy. And you can create anything artificial, which you already do with your mind already anyway. Okay? All right? You already do this. Now you have a form, okay, actual visual in a total different suit of you. Okay? And it's going to be a battle when it comes self versus self. Like that truth versus lie, that's going to be your self versus self. Okay? Right after this 2027. Okay? Self versus self. All right? And you've already been grooming yourself to yourself versus self. All right? You've already been grooming yourself in yourself versus self. All right? You've already been able to identify yourself versus self, the battle within yourself. You've already identified this. Okay? Right. Now, that's all I can say is update with it too, sis. Okay? Because as we upgrade, it upgrades. Okay? Just like your reality. When it upgrades, okay? When you we all as one upgrade, okay? This existence upgrades. Okay? Wait till I relearn how to do all this shit with my mind, though. Okay? For sure. All right? You're doing a lot with your mind right now. You just got to identify it in this moment. You already doing it. All right? I have been grooming myself for myself versus self for sure. Okay? Already been grooming yourself. Okay? It was something I was about to say about the artificial intelligence. It'll come back to me. But this thing is just an extension of yourself. Oh, here you go. Thank you for coming back around. Just like Tesla discovered many decades ago. Okay? About harvesting energy. And how we can use harvesting our energy, okay, to use it in an advancement of technology, okay? This is why we are paying for light bills and the electric bill, okay? They are putting stimulations on your fucking energy. We're not even aware of it, okay? You shouldn't even have to pay for something that's you anyway. That's just like with a social security card, okay? Or social number, all right? This is a form of controlling your body. Having a contract over your body, okay? Not only do they have a contract over your body, because your body ain't your body with your social security number, right? You are a warding or of the state, right? Of this country, this nation. Okay? So just like with that, and with paying electric bill and all of that, that is a contract. All right? And the control over the energy. Okay? Us. All right? Harvesting our energy. All right? To generate our reality. All right? With one control mechanism after another. Right? Recycling our own energy. All right? I'm definitely door dashing and listening at the same time anyway. Okay? See? I mean how powerful that mind is. Okay? They telling you you're not your body with that. That's all your body. That's all for your body, not you. Right. They say shit like that. But to be honest, they telling you, you know, of course you're not your body in a physical manner because it's some dumb shit, right? Logically, right? But in reality of it all, you know, overstanding of it all, you're not your body. It's like how they give you so much, how they give you a little bit of tea or truth with lies. You know? It's like how they do that. You know, they give you the truth with lies. All right, to trip you over your feet. Trip you on your own feet. All right. The line is such a scam. Yep, advancement of technology. Like you don't even walk right. What advancement? Okay. Okay. Definitely a scam. Okay. It's definitely a scam. And it's all under contract. But, you know, they're really trying to replace the consciousness of humanity. Okay? They are controlling the consciousness of humanity, and they're going to use it to breed it as we've already been willing participants to feed it. Hell, this live right now is feeding it too. Okay? I've seen artificial intelligent videos of spiritual information. What the fuck? That really just you know, that at that time when I seen that, that really just broadened my horizons to, not only is you using religion, you're using spiritual intel. Okay? Advanced knowledge. All right? As content for social media. Artificial intelligence. Using the artificial intelligence. Okay? All right? It's pumping this information. But guess where they getting it from? What we type, what we share, these memes, these lies. All right? We are the teachers of our own advanced technology. Okay? We are the teachers of our own artificial intelligence. Okay? It's our baby. Yep, mockery at its finest. I mean, and to be honest, we had to create an artificial mind for a reason. Okay? We had to create an artificial mind. Another prototype of artificial mind. Okay? Because it's going to take us higher and higher into a different reality, into higher learning, information, you know, advanced technology. Okay? So we had to create another artificial mind. Okay? Which is like an upgrade, right? A super duper computer. Okay? Massive chip. Okay? Remember when I told y'all in the Year of the 9 video that I just did, okay? How the mark of the beast is right here. Okay? It even says it in the Bible too, but it's right here. And that's the reason, because whatever your perspective is in your mind, in your consciousness, it becomes the artificial intelligence. Okay? That's what we feed. That's what we breed into our reality. So it's no coincidence. All right? That we have all these different forms of artificial entails. Okay? And it was ladies like you that started all of this. That's right. That is so true. That is so true. And I've been seeing a lot of these videos and I've been like, okay. Artificial. I mean, I be sharing them because they be on T, you know, be already a spoken word, you know, that's been spoken. Okay. But maybe if I share artificial intelligence, maybe a few more people might gravitate to the information. Okay. Maybe it'll get to the people it's supposed to get to. You know, some people, you know, they like to listen to different, you know, perspectives. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I try to be very open to a lot of things that I share. But It's just a mimic. It's like sis said, a mockery of our own advanced minds. Okay? Like we keep on saying, this isn't new. It just became more advanced. That's right. All right? I say the higher we go, they try to go higher. The higher you go, they going to go higher too. But the thing about it is they can't go no higher if we ain't giving them nothing to go higher with. If we self-destruct our own selves right now, what do you think artificial intelligence is going to do? Come on now. If we self-destruct right now, higher intelligence, advanced technology, artificial intelligence is going to fall. Okay? All right? It needs, you said without, exactly, Mo. Use all the tools. Yes, Shay, use them all. Okay? All right? Love my original. I will love your knowledge then, and the other stuff respectfully. Right? Okay? Till I say it. That's what we learning now for diabetics with being able to keep up with their glucose levels. Okay? What are they going to do? Break it down like Major Payne. Okay? If we don't succeed in a higher intelligence, let's say we start to be chaotic as fuck. Okay? Let's say we stop using the internet. Okay? We stop being sociable on this media. Okay, this is how I eat now. All right? So if we stop using this network, we stop being on social media, we stop sharing information. Okay? Because internet deals with you internally. Your internet. Okay? So we stop using it, we stop feeding it. See what I'm saying? Because it replicates you. It replicates us. So without that information, and if we start being distant and chaotic to it, and we start feeding it, it's going to self-destruct. Okay? And that is going to get to a point in our existence. So, okay, break over. Talk to you later. Okay, sis. Right. Machines cannot work without a battery. You are the force of this battery. You're the Energizer Bunny. It needs your energy. Okay? That's the only way it's going to operate. Alright? So, it needs you. Alright? Remember the movie I, Robot? I'm going to have to go back and watch it again too, but remember I, Robot. Okay? The one that was actually being fed human styles. Okay? Because the other ones were being trained to be actual like robots for like martial law or to do things systematically so they wouldn't be human, right? Or want to be human or feel like they're human, okay? Or equal to a human, right? Okay? They didn't have the information of wanting to be alive or wanting to be real. All right? But iRobot did. Okay? And as you can see, when his teacher, all right, got killed or he killed them, however it went, I forgot, all right, was unalived, that robot started to self-destruct. Okay? It started to want to go against man because it wanted to be human. Okay? I would be more engaging, ladies, but I can't find any buttons. My apologies. You good, fam. Okay? So it definitely needs your energy. It definitely needs your force. And it definitely wants to be you. It's already starting to, create forms of you in videos, games, and all of this shit. Okay? It's already trying to take away the womb. All right? But also I wanted to talk to y'all about this allergy season or allergies. Okay? This just came to me out of the brinks of me actually diving into AI a little bit more than I have before. And that's why I was asking people, have anybody started to get their allergies flared up? For me, it normally would be towards the end of September. I mean, yeah, around about September. It's a little early this year. I've noticed a difference in the shift this year alone. Especially with the weathering. Okay, and I ain't talking about like weather. I mean weathering. Okay, that W, okay, HETERING, weathering. Okay, I'm talking about that. It's been a lot different this season. Right. That's why they switch up. They love the complexity of women now, right? Definitely do, right? All right, and they're gonna definitely AI is starting to definitely not only just with the positive, but it's a lot of low vibrational AI videos as well that mimics us in a different way. But this weathering has been really different this season. And I actually got a major download with, just allergies. Because, like I said, I was diving into artificial intelligence, and that came to me as well. Because, like I said, we are a form of artificial intelligence. When they say listen to your body, they mean really listen to your body. Because your body's really going to tell you when something's going on, okay? Not just spiritually, but mentally, okay? The nose is already one of your senses, okay? And with senses, that deals with a sensory to your immune system. Your system. Okay? All right? So we have 5 senses, as they say, which I feel like we have a little bit more, of course. But the 5 main senses is a sensory, all right, to your system. All right? Your immune system. All right? Your immunity. Okay? So anytime we have these flare-ups, our nose, or maybe ears get the itching, mouth might be dry, eye gets the watering, okay? Nose is stuffed up, okay, or running, all right? Not only is it a change or a shift within your immune system or your system, as like I like to say, okay? There is a shift happening in the atmosphere, okay, of our existence. Okay? And not a lot of people have allergies, but most people do. All right? I ain't going to say a few people don't have allergies. Most people do have a form of allergy. Okay? So I wanted to dive deep into the word of allergy as well. And that's what was really just hitting my face, like, back to back, like after, I'm diving into this information, I kept seeing the word allergy, but it was broken up. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all, what did I find dealing with allergies? Okay? And the reason why we have these symptoms, okay? Okay? The reason why we have these symptoms, the reason why these senses is going off, okay? So if you look at the word allergy, okay? We're going to start with the word aller, okay? If I can get my internet to pull this up. They don't want to give me this. Give me to me. Signal. Okay. I'm just saying, I can't get in my messages. I want to give y'all the right information on it. Is the internet? It's on. Yeah, it's on. I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay. Well, aller, okay, means to go. Okay? To go, motion. Okay? And I swear Facebook is not letting me pick this up, y'all. I'm just going to go back out and sign back in. I appreciate it, sis. I mean, fam, I don't know why I said sis, but I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I really love going in with y'all and bringing this tea, okay? Thank you now for bringing it back up for me, because I needed it, okay? Okay, so aller. Like I said, A-L-L-E-R. Okay? When you look up the French verbs or the Latin roots to aller, okay? It means to walk. Okay? Like I said, to move. It means to walk, to go, advance, which is another reason. Advance. Okay?
Wow.
Okay, so with aller, there's an advance going on. We're moving forward, okay? It's a walk, okay? So when you start to have the symptom, because you remember me well, my name changed, but I'm still your first client. You helped me. Oh, okay. Now that's been a minute, okay? Minutes ago. Hold on. They want to do that. They won't let me like my comments. Is that crazy? They're weird. But anywho, y'all, Facebook be doing the most. But aller means to go. To walk. To go, advance. Okay? So it's moving forward. Okay? So when we get these allergies, right? These sinuses, okay? Which is your senses going off. Okay? You might have leakage of the eye. All right? You might have runny nose, stuffy nose. Your ears might be itching. They might be ringing. Okay? Your mouth could be dry. Okay? Your speech can be a little off. All right? The pitch can be high. All right? Because that deals with your sound as well. Your sound deals with your motion. Love you too, fam. I love you too. Okay? And you have to come around a little bit more often now when I'm on here. But, okay, so that means there is an advance going on in your body. Okay? Have you ever heard of, it's good to sneeze? Okay? It's good to sneeze. And even when they say you sneeze, they say you what? It's almost, they say you die. right? It's like you die and come back alive, right? When you sneeze, okay? You stop breathing. It's a form of stop breathing, right? Well, that's all a part of the shift in your system that's taking place, okay? All right? So you feel the stuffiness, all right? You feel the drainage. Right, they say you die every time you sneeze. Okay? Heart stop, okay? All with a sneeze now. Okay? Which is what we gotta it's like, we regenerating ourselves. Okay? Or we transforming or transcending or transitioning, however you want to say it. Okay? But when we have the sneeze or we have these senses dealing with, these sinuses dealing with our 5 senses, right? Even your sense to touch becomes a little different, okay? All right? But most of us deal with allergies in our nose, okay? Okay, go sit down right there. I gotta wipe your hands when y'all get done, okay? Go back over there with Jen at the table. You ate all your cupcake? Yeah. Ooh, girl. Because I'm like, why the fuck my nose running in this weather? Okay? Like, what's going on? My allergies don't never flare up until, like I said, the end of September or, the beginning of October is in that energy. And that's in between the seasons changing. I've never sneezed in the summertime or anything, unless it was like some flowers or some scents, right? Something that became very sensitive to my nose, where it kind of shifted, okay? My allergy. Okay? It just sound like my grandbaby girl, Jen over there, tripping on this iPad. Yeah, she is. Ooh, girl. You got icing all on your hand. Don't touch that, okay?
Yeah, not icing in your hand.
Yeah, you got it on your hand. Oh, you talking about Jaya. OMG, you so right. Cause that's the node of the heart, like your north and south nodes. Ooh, yes, Mo. Yes. Yes, I can dig that. Yes. Okay? That's some deep shit right there now. And it's definitely because of the nodes. Okay? But, never in a hot degree, we really rarely deals with allergies. Okay? Some people do because of allergic reactions. But, Genesis. Jen, it's about time. It's time for you to go to bed. Yeah, it is. You gotta go to school tomorrow. But with our senses, these seasons, our sensory of the nose, and it's flaring up, right? It creates it detects a shift in our atmosphere, okay, which is definitely connected to our system inside our immune, okay. So with the aller, it's an advancement going on, okay, to go or a motion, all right, shifting in our atmosphere, okay, which is causing us to sneeze. And when it's causing us to sneeze, it's like a regeneration or a transformation of yourself that's transpiring. Okay, that's why I normally only get it from summer to fall. All right, or from winter to spring. It's when I would get, my allergies would flare up. Okay, from that cold to hot or that hot to cold. Right. And it makes sense with the north and the south nodes. Okay? The hot and the cold. Alright? So your Aller is going to be what you motion. Alright? It's the motion. Alright? Overall in the atmosphere. Now the G dealing with allergy. Okay? It refers to the amount of radiation energy absorbed by a substance, typically in a biological tissue. Okay? What's good, bro? How you doing? Hold on, y'all. Let me get these kids out of here. G like that fat girl, you a G. I just be sitting and observing a lot of things, fam. Okay, but you know that G is it's the amount of radiation energy we're absorbing. Okay, by a substance, typically in a biological tissues, because of course our nose is going to be a part of the biological tissues. All right. Not only is it just that, okay, but it's also the term for gray, okay? It's also a short term for gray, and we've spoken about the gray era before, okay? We have to go in through that 0 point of the gray era, right? Which is between the yin and the yang, as they would say, right? But you have to go into that gray era before motioning further. I'm sorry, y'all. Can't get my words out. Okay? Also, G, okay? Not only did I say with the gray, they also use this G in radiation therapy and radiology, okay? That G, okay? But radiation therapy and radiology to quantity the radiation dose received by patients or material, okay? Okay? So it's what you're absorbing at this moment in this shift that's making you sneeze. All right? That's making your nose run. Okay? All right? It's not only is it a form of what you're walking or your motion or which to go, right? Which direction you're moving. We're moving, right? In this atmosphere. But it's also what you're going to release within your sneeze. Okay? Within the runny nose, because we have to go through this immune system, right? And we have to cleanse it, all right? Because we don't walk into an atmosphere that's got a different shift, okay? And shifting in a way where it has created an allergic reaction, all right? All right? And with allergic reaction, you're going to, flare up. You're going to feel different symptoms. All right. This is where you're going to feel. Okay. So when you're feeling this and you're going through the motions of your allergies. Okay. It is the motion that you are navigating through at that moment. Through that moment, and you might have just been navigating through that moment at one day, and it done shifted up your whole immune system, your system. All right, it's done shifted it. Okay. Some people are gonna feel sick through allergies. Some people get the wheezing when they get allergies. Okay. Some people have really bad breakouts with allergies. Okay? Because it goes back to your immunity in your system. All right? Like your celestial body. All right? But your nose is also a form of guidance. All right? You smell with this. You smell the scent with your nose. Okay? And it gives you a sense of direction on which way to go. Okay? So if you done been in a space and all of a sudden your energy just triggered, okay, your senses has gotten triggered, your nose, all right, you have to check that space, all right. Is it low vibrational energy or high vibrational energy? Okay. That is triggering the senses. Okay? Because it can be high vibrational as well. But it's also going to be the first thing that starts to break down. Okay? As they say when you get a cold. Okay? You really can't have a cough unless your nose is clogged up. Everything has to be triggered from here. Okay? Get off my couch, both of y'all. Y'all got cupcakes on your hand. You know I don't play that. I don't care. Get off my couch. Because if I have cupcakes on my pillows, you and Jaya, we gonna have a problem. Okay. She said, I ain't got no cupcake. They do say you're led by your nose. Right. This right here is going to give you a sense of direction. Whenever anything goes on with your body, trust me, your nose going to smell it, it's going to feel it. Okay? A smell is a sense of feel. Okay? Okay, like you can see a pie or you can see food, okay? Or you can see anything like, like a candle. But if you can't smell it, it's not going to make it real, right? You ain't going to be able to feel it, all right? So this is where your sense of direction, all of this starts, okay? Because I was at the beach and I didn't get in no water this time at all. That's so silly. I didn't get in no water this time. And it wasn't that I didn't want to. Well, I didn't want to. But because I was just really enjoying the view. But there was a difference in the atmosphere at the beach this time. Okay? The atmosphere was different. The energy was great with the family, but just the overall space we was in was kind of different. All right? I didn't even know my nose was going to be triggered. Okay? My kids, they started to get triggered with their allergies because they was in the water. But I wasn't. So you would think that I wouldn't be triggered. Okay? But definitely, okay? The energy was different. It did rain a couple days, a couple times, but nothing where it would make me, my allergies flare up. It wasn't like that. Yes, all spaces, because I notice when I'm talking to people sometimes and my ears go to itching, I be like, my real self really don't want to hear this. Girl, y'all know how I live by the ears too, right? Y'all know I live by these ears too, because your body is going to signal you anything, whether when it comes to yourself or people in your space, or they ain't even got to be in your space. Okay? People you have once connected with. Okay? And social media actually brings people into your space without being there. Okay? Talking about artificial intelligence. Social media just opened up the doors to anybody to be in your space harvesting your energy. Okay? So people don't even have to be there. So y'all know how I go by ears. Okay? Hold up, sis. And then I'm answer your question.
I can't run.
But hold up, y'all. I was about to lose but yeah, my ears. Okay? Y'all know when I say this is like one of the oldest wisdom of scientific information that I know that is real. Okay? Because it deals with the system of the body. We already know that your ears are portals. And I broke that shit down years ago. Okay? We already know these are portals. It deals with your frequency. Okay? And you can hear from miles fucking away. Alright? And you can feel the vibrations of sound, of voices from miles away. Okay? So it don't have to be in your space immediately. Okay? And like I said, social media has opened up the doors for everybody to be in everybody's home, everybody's space. Okay? But when that right ear itches, we know right is going to be a uprising, okay? They speaking in a uplifting way of you, speaking great about you, okay? A positive intel of energy, okay? Whether somebody's speaking or you're feeling it in your shift of your own energy. But the difference is when somebody's speaking of you in a higher perspective, you're going to feel the vibration of it in your ear. Okay? You're gonna feel it. You're gonna hear it. Okay? Sometimes you can make out what a person is actually saying. Sometimes you can't. You can feel when that energy is low vibrational too. Because it deals with this left ear. Okay? Like we say, when somebody talking in your left ear, boy, they talking junk about me. Yeah. Yeah. If somebody's talking in your left ear, they talking junk about me. They talking junk about you. Or something low vibrational is around you or within your system. Okay? And it is teleporting through your portals. Alright? So you can hear it. You can feel the vibrations. Yes, telepathy. Yep, way before they come. Yeah, you definitely can sense when somebody's coming to your door. Hell, you can even sense when somebody's about to call you. Okay? Right, like I'm in an airplane and it needs to pop. Woo! Okay? Definitely can feel like that, you know? Very muffled. Okay? Ears feel so clogged. Alright? So that's how I know, and that's actually been real tea. Okay? That's actually natural. Alright? Dealing with the sensories of the ear. Alright? To the air portals, the AirPods that we put in our fucking ear. Okay? See, your body is not going to lie to you. It's only going to operate what you're feeling and what you are bringing within the source of self. All right? It's only operating off of that energy. And it can definitely operate off of a shift of somebody else's energy. Okay? So that's why you also have to be careful who you mingle with. Because, or who you in connection with, because people can shift your energy and you can shift their energy. Okay? Just like if I got my allergies messed up right now. Alright? And my kids' allergies is already flaring up because of the water and, you know, the weather is starting to change. There's been cold nights and hot days. Okay? Like, I have went through the summer where it has not been, I've never went through a summer where it was the 70s in the morning. 70-something degrees in the morning.
Nah.
Yeah, the airport, I meant the airport is like a portal so your ears pop. Yep. Airport, air portal. Okay, it's a portal. Uh-huh.
I know. I had to go to school. I go to kindergarten.
But you have to be careful with that, you know. You have to be careful with people you come in contact with.
I go to 5K.
You know, just like I said, my kids, they start off with their own allergies. And it just happened to trigger mom's allergies too in this atmosphere, okay? In this shift. My kids, their shit normally don't happen too. Like all of 3 of ours will start to shift. We'll feel this shift of seasons from hot to cold or cold to hot. So for it to be actually happening so right now at this moment, that lets me know a lot about the atmosphere and how fast it is rejuvenating within itself. That's why the days are moving faster and time is going rapidly. All right? Seems like it's already finna be fall. And we haven't even got to the end of summer yet. Okay? Like we're off of the alignment of the grid that we once had before. We're on a whole different timeline, a whole different shift, a whole different grid. Okay? I feel it in the house and out the house. Yes, you can feel the difference between the two. You definitely can. You definitely can feel the difference between the two. That's why I can't hear bullshit. The ears are be itching again. Whole system acting up. Okay. You can't hear that bullshit. Okay? Fucks with your own system. Will fuck up your system. And a lot of people don't understand how powerful the ears is too. You not only is your sense of your nose, your sense of direction is guiding you in a certain motion or is moving you in a motion off of your own energy. Okay, then you have people of the world, or you have things in the world that are, you know, illusionary to your mind, or you're just a prototype of your imagination or their imagination, and it's being portaled into your own system. Okay, which can change your whole narrative, your whole way of thinking, can change your mood. Okay, that's why music is a real powerful source that they use or we've used to uplift us, to put us in certain mindsets. All right, especially with listening through the ears, because it's what shifts our motion. All right, our feeling. Okay. Some people just make you like, ew. Right, some people do. Like, oh my God. That is just doing too much. My children made me realize the other day that they were on 2 different timelines. Oh yeah, and that can happen. That can happen, you know. And sometimes it's good to have you know, the best of both worlds when it comes to our kids, because sometimes they might not be on the same timeline. But they still are operating off of your energy as well too, because they are replicas of you, and then they create their own replicas of their selves, okay, within their own selves, okay, which becomes their own personalities. You got to be able to handle what you listen to as well. You definitely have to be able to handle what you're listening to. Remember when me and you was talking about gospel a couple of weeks ago and how you were saying you couldn't listen to gospel no more. And I was telling you, well, I don't, I can listen to it because I understand the dynamics with gospel music. And once you start to see things as everything within self and it is self, you can uplift yourself through this music without thinking of a imaginary image, okay, being your savior and understanding that you are your savior of your own demises, your own journey, okay. You are the work behind your own faith and all of that, okay. Just like when we listen to R&B music, okay, it don't be our story most of the time. Well, it do be our stories. Okay, when we listen to R&B, it be our stories. So we can relate. We get into a certain mindset, okay? We vibe to it because we can relate to it. We see ourselves in the motions of R&B. And just even in like hip-hop, we see ourselves in these vibrations. Okay? And even if you're not the person that's playing in that vibration of those images that you're seeing through music, you can still relate to it because you're in an environment that displays it. Alright? You want to listen to music that's going to motivate you to make music. Make money. Listen to it. Okay? Alright, it can become a ritual to your own journey, your own existence. Because it's what you're vibrating on, which becomes your frequency to your reality. Okay? Now you can remember, go back in time and kind of, remember them times and, and think about, all the good times and all the things that happened when that music came out. You can do all of that. Okay? But get what you're supposed to get from the music because it's just a force to your vibration. Okay? And it's going to either move you this way or that way. But you're going to see yourself every time. It doesn't matter if it's gospel, hip-hop, R&B, country, instrumental. It doesn't matter what type of vibration it's going to be. You're going to always see you first. Okay? Peace, sis. It's going to always see you first. You're going to always see you first. Through all those vibrations. Hell, even in meditation music. Shit, okay? I wish I would have never gave them a cupcake. It's too late for this. Jenny Bell, you need to go get your stuff together. You're supposed to be in bed. But yeah, these allergies is taking its toll right now. And like I said, if you're facing and dealing with allergies right now, still eating cupcakes. But if you're facing, dealing with allergies right now, you're definitely taking a peek into the atmosphere that's shifting. Okay? Not only if it's, dealing with the atmosphere within your own space, but outside of your space as well. Okay? It doesn't have to be a runny nose, but, runny nose is going to trigger it. Okay? The nose is going to trigger it. Whether it's, runny eyes, okay? Dry cough, however you feel when it comes to your allergies. You're already feeling, okay? You're just feeling the shift of the atmosphere, okay? And the way it's motioning. All right? Not just within yourself, but outside of yourself. Okay? Our senses is just a sensory, all right, to our system. Okay? So, I definitely wanted to drop that tea with y'all. Dealing with the allergy. Like I say, aller means to walk. Okay? Advance. That's moving forward. Okay? It's a part of a shift. Okay? And that G is going to deal with everything that you're absorbing. Okay? And that shift and that advance of your aller. Okay? So you got to be careful. Inside out. Okay? Walking your journey. That's exactly, sis. Walking your journey. Alright? That's why I like to tell people all the time when they be like, sometimes, I be like, my kids don't have a cold. It's just the allergies. It's a shift in the atmosphere. Okay? And it's triggering their nose. Okay? Their senses, they sense of direction. Alright? Right? And as long as you keep being yourself and continue to listen and listen to self and lead by self, you're an example, you will be fine. Alright? Because some people think when they got allergies, they sick. They got a cold. Now you're feeding and you're absorbing all of this negative intel at the moment of this atmosphere and the shifting of this atmosphere. Okay? Within yourself and in your space. You're making yourself sicker than what you're supposed. You're making yourself sick. Alright? Because you're feeding this advance. Okay? Absorb. I can't even get me on. This advanced absorb. Alright? That you're absorbing in within your system. Okay? So you have to be careful. Alright? What your thoughts is and how you handle it and how you motion through it. Okay? So definitely continue to be yourself. Continue to lead yourself. Listen to your body, y'all. Your body is a higher intelligence. It's artificial intelligence. Okay? It's the art of your life. So if you listen to your body, not only will you be able to detect what's going on within your own self, okay? You will be able to detect this in this world, all right? Within your space, within the atmosphere. Yep, the original AI. Am I? Okay, I am. That's the original AI. All right? So yeah, y'all. AI is going to come through. It's going to do its thing as usual, as it's been doing. Okay? We've been birthing. We've been creating. We've been feeding the little motherfucker. The little monster. Okay? Because it's definitely going to be a monster at the end. Definitely is. Okay? It's gonna be cool and dandy right now. We're gonna get a lot of perks with it, you know. We're gonna enjoy it. But it's going to be a destruction to our demise. And if you are not still connected to the original, authentic, the origin of yourself, the information, that knowledge, that wisdom, you will be forever lost. Okay, it's trying to erase your data. Okay, it wants to be you. You are training and grooming it to be you. Okay? Yes, it's a show on Netflix with a lady on a damn computer. Well, it's a lady it's a artificial intelligence. And these people stay in this artificial intelligent home. Okay? And the robot is trying to control how they live, how they navigate in the home and outside the home. Okay? And the damn motherfucker has a face of a screen, like a screen of a TV, like a little, old version of a TV. All right? But it was trying to destroy those humans too. Those people in that house. Yes, my steph literally told me that years ago. It's all about your body. It's definitely all about the body. Definitely all about the body. You can be hypnotized by the body. You can be used and abused by the body. The body is a art. Okay? A master of art. Okay? That's what the movie with Ice Cube about data. Yeah, that movie with Ice Cube, War of the Worlds, is definitely an excellent one. A good movie. It's really a good movie. And it's definitely showing you how smart technology is and the advantages with technology and also the disadvantages with technology as well, how it can be hacked. Okay? Because not only can artificial be hacked or technology be hacked, you can be hacked. You see how that works? If your energy can be jacked, carjacked, or hacked, artificial intelligence can too. You're the prototype. You're the blueprint of this shit. Okay? The anatomy of the body is the blueprint to all things in our existence. Okay? Yes, G20 with Viola Davis. That's a good one too. I can't think of the name of that movie on Netflix, but I'm going to put that movie out because that is actually a good movie too. And with, what's his name? Elon Musk. Okay? Smart little nerdy little person. Okay? And with his, his whole campaign is about artificial intelligence. Okay? He's already got the cars. Now he want the houses. He got certain houses out, campers out. Be aware of Elon Musk's technology. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? I don't want to have to ride by. It's good to have a smart car. But a smart car, if the internet or the network drops, it stops. It doesn't work anymore. Okay? Go around some people on bullshit and see how it fucks with you. Okay, energy be hacked like a motherfucker. Because they gonna hack you. Okay? Carjack you. Jack you for your energy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I think I spelled her name wrong. Viola Davis. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It's a few anime movies I can name once I get home. Okay, cool. Because I be knowing that I see the movie and stuff in my mind too. And I can't really sometimes remember the names. But just give me a second and I'll post it too. I'm different. I need a clutch in my car. Okay, I need that original. Okay? That original. Okay? The one that needs oil. Alright, which is the gas. Because I don't want nothing that didn't want water. Okay? Because we need water to live. So how do we look using cars that need water? Okay? We gotta be smart about this shit. Okay? Because we can't duplicate water. Okay? We can't duplicate that. That's the main source of all. We cannot duplicate that shit. I don't want a car that has to be plugged in. Okay? So, I really stick with something that is original. It might have a little, advancements in it, but the blueprint is still connected to the origin of the oil. I still need the oil to move. Okay? Clean, hijack. Okay? So, yeah, be careful, Elon Musk. Y'all people out there that's got them Teslas and got them big old box-looking cars and stuff, whatever they call them. I call them, the cars, from Terminator and all of that. Back to the Future cars, they look good. They look good. Be careful. Because when this shit start to drop, don't try to drive them cars. You're going to be stuck and fucked. Okay? Which they have already been starting to be stuck in fucking people already. But, yeah. But our new life, our new existence is going to be very much artificial when it comes to an advancement of our intel. So just be aware of the advantages and disadvantages, and also try to stay natural as possible. And when I mean natural as possible, I mean doing things in a natural way, learning things from a natural source, okay? So when you cannot enjoy these royal oats and it starts to be a destruction, okay, to our existence and to the demises of the mind, you'll have something to regurgitate back to. That whole relearn to unlearn to relearn, we can't unlearn every goddamn thing. All right? Because a lot of the information is valuable. Okay? That's why I talk about children going to school a lot. No, it's not the best decision. I feel like parents should teach their kids. Okay? But a lot of parents are lazy as fuck. They can't give their kids nothing. A lot of parents don't have the information to give their children, the knowledge. Okay? To be able to operate into this world, to this existence, right? But I talk about kids going to school a lot, regardless if they're being homeschooled or they're in the public schools or wherever they're at, right? Because they have to learn to lie to the truth. I mean that. Okay? If you didn't know the lie, what could you unlearn and what could you change? You will continue to follow the lie. Okay? So what really fucks a lot of kids up, if their parents are not correcting or guiding in a different perspective. Okay? Because the school is going to teach you to lie. Okay? It's going to teach you the systematic field of this physical grid. Okay? Right, the root. Okay? But you as a parent, okay, they renting your ass. Kids, We have, okay? All right? So us as the parent have to show them what is real and what is not. And when I mean what is real and what is not, is what is the origin to the truth. Okay? Definitely. Learning to lie, learning a lie to be able to correct it with the truth is definitely a balance, a form of balance. And they need to learn about balance early. That's just like learning what's right from wrong. Okay? But if we don't have the knowledge to be able to, give our children, or the wisdom to give our children, they're going to continue to live by the lie of the man and the stories of the man. Yep, they got to revise their information. Because the school is going to go by whatever they're ordained to go by. But you as a parent, okay, can make this journey a lot easier for your children. But a lot of parents are lazy. And that's why a lot of kids are in public school. A lot of parents have to work. They can't be at home to teach their kids. All right, so that's why the school is there. But they have to learn to lie. That is the enslavement of the mind until you begin to free your mind with the truth of the origin of self, the source, going back to source. So, the older the child gets. Okay? Right, sis. Teach them critical thinking. And I always tell my son, ask questions. Don't just think you know something, okay? You might know it, okay? And you might have a higher intel, and that's why you can't subjectively, accept what the teacher, or the teacher is giving you, because your mind is so, kids' minds are so in a higher intelligence. So sometimes they have to be beat with the same false information just so they can obtain that lie, right? But I always tell my son to ask questions, because asking questions is going to create critical thinking. Okay, it opens up the floor for an open mind to have a conversation. All right, to be able to explore your options and navigate through the information. Right, the truth don't hit the same without the lie. If I didn't learn a bunch of lies, I wouldn't be able to detect the truth today. Okay? Right, question everything. Okay? Question everything. So yeah, I don't advocate, but it's a great source. Okay, it's a great tool, or a system, as I would say, to be able to walk through and be able to obtain the lies and the stories, so you can be able to learn the truth or see the truth. All right. I had shirts with that on it. Okay. That's dope, though. That's a dope saying. That's a very dope saying. You have to question everything. You have to question everything in reality. You have to question everything in your mind before it becomes really a thought process. Like, hold up. You just popping up. Let me think about it first. Let me see. Let me question. Let me try to get my thoughts together before I just let this beam into my space. My reality. Become a part of my existence. Let me analyze that shit first. Okay? And that's what we got to do. And that's what you got to continue to do, because artificial intelligence is going to make you.
Didn't you say, did you hurt your knee?
She hurt her knee.
Yeah?
Yeah, she did. She fell.
No.
Go tell her, ask her how she feel. Go ask her how she feel. But yeah, you have to question everything, and AI is not going to be no different. It's not going to be your savior, okay? It's not. It's not going to be your savior. It's only to advance our intelligence. As a child, I got in trouble for asking too many questions. A lot of teachers don't want you to ask a lot of questions. A lot of adults don't want you to ask questions because they don't have the answer to the shit. Because you diving too deep for them. Okay? You going into spaces that they've never went into critical thinking. So they're going to tell you okay, enough is enough. Because now you start to make them look like a fucking dummy. And one thing for sure, a parent or an adult or a teacher don't want is a student or a child to make them look like they're a dummy. All right? It's always you want to know too much and you talk too much. You know? Because I definitely used to get that a lot. Talk too much. Hell, I be telling my daughter that now. But she be saying some real shit, though. So now when a child comes to me with 1 million questions, I answer all of them to the best of my ability. Right. It is just a limited tool. It's just a limited tool, sis. Asking questions is how I felt, how I left religion. Exactly. Because the more you start to ask questions, you're starting to analyze your space more, your atmosphere, right? You're starting to understand the sense of direction, and I smell some bullshit. Okay? Alright? And shit is not music to my ears anymore. It's bullshit. Okay? So, when we do start to question a lot of things in our spaces, there is definitely an elevation taking this course. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely attesting to your thinking process. Okay? Or evolution to your thinking process. What you mean I'm going to go to hell if I be by myself? Okay? Just listen to the words of that. You want me to say it again? Do you want me to say it again? Because y'all know I goes deep when it comes to... y'all know how we do over here. Okay? But listen to that. What you mean I'm going to go to hell if I be by myself? The understatement to that, or should I say the overstatement to that, all right? Because you definitely have to go within. That's into the you know, hell is isolation. It's going to be isolation. But see, when people are teaching it from a literal stance or a physical perspective, that is supposed to create fear in people, which makes people think that they can't be by themselves, or they can't be in a space by themselves. They can't be too isolated or be gone, for too long by themselves without people starting to question and wonder what is going on, right? All right, that's that fear factor, that tactic that they use when they come across from a literal stance or a physical perspective. All right, trying to control the narrative in your own mind. You can't be by yourself in religion. Exactly, because religion teaches you to rely on something. And to even go deeper with that religion. All right? You are the religion you're the ultimate religion. Okay? Self is. All right? And how you navigate through this journey, you have to rely on something. Okay? So that's why you have the free will to rely on anything that you need to rely on to get you to the next step or the next level. All right? Or to the greater version of yourself. That's why I don't completely knock religion. Because I know the tactics behind it now. Some people need a church. Okay? Because it is a form of advanced an ascension intelligence, okay, that's supposed to take them into their greater versions. Now, the ones, they don't want to take accountability. That's the narcissistic mind of the other side of religion. Okay? All right? It definitely doesn't have you to take accountability, especially when you're relying on other things in this journey instead of yourself. Okay? You will never be accountable to anything as long as you're relying on something else. Okay? That's what religion does. It gives you the story. All right? The greatest story told. It gives it to you. All right? To rely on something outside of yourself where you don't have to be accountable for it. Now, does the spirit, the breath, the energy in the church and in religion, do it uplift you? Yes, it does. Okay? Do it make you see yourself? Yes, it does. Okay? Do it makes you want to be in a greater version of yourself? Yes, it does. But the stimulations to that is you have to be pointing the finger at something else, like the devil, which is another story, another image, okay? Another of a lower vibration of yourself, okay? All right? That means that goes back to pointing the finger. Religion teaches you to point the finger at other things instead of yourself. Now, some people have deal with religion where they take accountability. Some people do. But you rarely see that. You rarely see that. It be the devil is working on me hard today. Okay? The devil is trying to get me out my character today. It's your low vibrational energy. Okay? Your lower self. Your authentic self. Your origin, the source of you. That is roughing up your feathers. Okay? That is getting you out of character. That is pushing that narrative of fear. Okay? That is pushing that narrative to point the finger at something else outside of you. But you are ultimately your religion. And we have to rely on something. And some people need church to rely on a greater illusion, an uplifting illusion, okay, to get them to do better or to feel guilty, all right, whatever they got to use. I say, as long as it's taking you to your highest self, which is your greater version of you, okay? So we're going to have to rely on something. We're relying on ourselves, and it's like, if I want to rely on anything, I'm the religion. I am the religion. I'm only going to solely rely on me. I'm the faith, okay? And without work, my faith cannot be forced into my reality, okay? It cannot be awarded to me if I don't put in the work, all right? So you just have to understand the terminologies when it comes to faith, when it comes to religion, or it comes to the church. Yeah, structure. It creates structure. All right. And it can also hinder souls. And like I say, when it comes to hindering your soul, it's because you're looking for something outside of you to save you. You're putting energy outside of you. Okay? And you're not restoring it within yourself. Yep, they do forget the stories about you. It's all about you. All right? Job's is a story about you. Okay? Moses is a story about you. Jesus is a story about you. Noah Ark is a story about you. Genesis is a story about you. All of these characters, Cain and Abel is a story about you. Yourself versus self, okay? All of these stories deals with you. All right? The devil and Jesus is stories about you. All right? Your light side, your dark side. Okay? Now, like some people say, when I get so mad, I just black out. Ooh, you're going into your inner demon. Okay? And remember, demon deals with light. Okay? It deals with darkness, and it deals with becoming the light barrier. Like, come on, we got to understand this. All right? All right? You can create your own hell on earth, or you can create your own heaven. It's all about your mentality. All right? That's what God is. It's your frequency of whatever you generate in your reality. Yep, the yin and yang. People want to say, why, if it's a God, why did God let this happen? Why did Jesus let this happen? You got to think about all the stuff that we have generated into the existence when it comes into chaos, when it comes into sicknesses, when it comes into dysfunction, when it comes into destruction. It's all in our reality. Okay? We generated that shit. Okay? So we be giving characters in a book too much credit. Just like a lot of people give this suit too much credit. You're supposed to operate this suit. All right? We can't worship it. All right? Not like artificial intelligence is worshiping it. Of course, because they want to be the suit. They want to be the flesh. But we are not supposed to worship the suit, this body. Yeah, we can take care of it. Yeah, we can make sure it's healthy. We can make sure we get through the colds. We can take care. We got to feed it. It's the artificial intelligence. Okay? But, right, we have to operate through it. Okay? Just like when we go to church. We get the word. We got the word. We know what we got to do. It don't hit you in a way where you like, okay, I know what I got to do now. I'm finna do this. I'm feeling the spirit. I might want to clean your whole house. You might even want to cook a whole good meal. Okay? You got to start it off the week real good. Okay? Now you finna operate through that energy. Okay? You got to do what you got to do. Okay? But ain't nothing greater than knowing the truth. Okay? There's nothing greater than knowing who you are and knowing the true existence. Okay? It makes it easier for you to operate through any and everything. Okay? And you won't take nothing serious, of course. Alright? You don't be fearful, you become fearless. it becomes an advantage in your journey. All right? AI is going to teach us a lot. So have your pen and paper. It's going to teach you a lot. Whatever you didn't gain or whatever you didn't understand when you obtained it the first time, AI is going to make sure you gain it. Get your pen and paper. Okay? Study the patterns. Watch out for these patterns. Okay? It's the only way we're going to be able to operate. We're going to be able to generate it. Alright? But I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. I just wanted to come and talk to y'all since it's been a minute. I've been off for a few days, you know. So I was like, I got to talk to my people. I haven't seen them in a minute. But I will try to, I'm going to try to get on here every week. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. But I just wanted to, you know, I just wanted to build with y'all, and I wanted to drop the information off for y'all. I'm going to also post a movie that I was talking about with the lady, you know, in the house or whatever, the robot. So y'all can see that movie if anybody want to watch it. It actually deals with a lot of the technology that's going on today. Alright? But there's no reason to feel a type of way with artificial intelligence. Just know it's going to be a demise to our existence. And when that happens, you're just going to have to tap into your authentic ways. With either you got it or you don't. Alright? You better learn as you go. Right? Because this is only going to last. It ain't going to last that long. Okay? Soon as they kick off in 2027, you might get 5 years with this artificial intelligence on full speed. And after that, we're done. Done. Okay? You welcome, sis. You welcome. You are so welcome. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I got some things to do. I will talk to y'all on the next one. And if y'all have any questions or anything y'all want to talk about, always inbox me. You know, my door is open. But on that note, I will see y'all. And as always, love, peace, and oneness. And I will see y'all on the next one. Oh, hold up. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Exactly. Eat the meat. Spit out the bones. Definitely. Definitely, sis. Definitely. Peace, y'all.